How easy would it be to lose weight if you never were hungry and you never had cravings? Tell me, how easy would it be? Well, obviously, it would be 10 times easier. Well, what if there was a way and certain foods that you could eat that are going to totally destroy your cravings and keep you full all the time? Before we jump right into this, I want to explain who I am and why this video might be the most important video that you will watch today. Okay, my name is Tim Ernst. I'm an intermittent keto fasting coach who has helped hundreds of men all over the world lose at least 40 pounds in 16 weeks using my Keto Shed 40 program. If you want more info on that, I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description. When you click that link, you'll be sent to another video where I kind of explain a little bit about what I do and how I could potentially help you. All right, haven't you seen these drugs on the commercials like Ozempic, Mounjaro? They're very, very popular and a lot of people go on them and they lose a lot of weight. What a lot of people don't know is some of that weight that they're losing is actual muscle. You don't want to lose muscle. Muscle is very important for longevity. It's important for burning calories. You don't want to lose muscle. Now, why do these drugs work so well? Okay, what they do is they affect a certain hormone in your body called GLP-1. And to keep it very, very simple, all GLP-1 does is that it regulates blood sugar and insulin secretion. So it kind of gives you this feeling of fullness without eating. Okay, this is why you'll see a lot of people that take these drugs are just not hungry because it's affecting this hormone. Well, there are certain foods that you could be eating right now that will do the exact same thing. It's going to control your blood sugars, it's going to control your insulin, and it's going to give you a feeling of fullness, but you're not going to have to eat so much. Okay, so what are these foods? These foods are what is in the keto diet. Okay, I have personally done the keto diet all the way back in 2018. I lost 70 pounds in 7 months and got absolutely shredded. All right, and I was able to keep that weight off for a good couple years, but then as we all know, 2020 happened. I fell off the horse and I got fat and I stayed like that for 4 years until this year in 2025. I drew a line in the sand. I said, enough is enough. I'm going to get back into my best shape. So today I jumped right back onto keto, did a little bit of carnivore, did some intermittent fasting, and I dropped 43 pounds in just 10 weeks. That's right. I was averaging about 16 pounds a month. In 10 weeks, I was down 43 pounds. So what exactly is the keto diet? What should your calories look like? What should the macros look like? And what are some of the foods that you can eat that is on the keto diet so you can experience rapid weight loss? Okay, so 75% of your calories are gonna come from fat. Okay, so that's number one. 20% of your calories is gonna come from protein, and only 5% of your total calories are gonna come from carbohydrates, which is basically fiber. You're just gonna eat vegetables, okay? So those are the macros for the keto diet. Now, what are some of the foods that you can have on a keto diet? Now, before we jump into what foods that you can eat, I do get a lot of questions where people will ask me like, hey, can you have fruit on a keto diet? And I want to get this one out of the way. You can have fruit, but they got to be like berries. So like blackberries, strawberries, blueberries, berries like that are totally cool. All right. Now, let's get into what types of foods you can actually have on the keto diet that's high in fat and protein. So foods are like beef, steak, chicken, eggs, seafood, any type of meat is going to be totally fine on the keto diet. All right. Now, as far as your fats, you want to get those from like your olive oils, your avocado oil, butter, bacon, those kind of things. So really MCT oils, coconut oil, those are all great and healthy fats, which will keep the hunger down. It's going to regulate your blood sugar, and it's going to keep you from having cravings all throughout the day. Okay, this is why people struggle with their weight loss. They're spiking their blood sugars, they're spiking their insulin. They keep eating and eating and eating until they look down and they've eaten the whole darn bag. And it's because you keep affecting your blood sugars, okay? Now, as far as fiber, pretty much vegetables. I like to eat large salads. I like to put all my fatty toppings on there. But be careful of the dressings, because when you go in the grocery store, in fact, go into the grocery store and just look at the back of the label. What you're gonna find is the first ingredient is usually canola oil, soybean oil, some type of oil that's very, very unhealthy for you. So I would not recommend to get those dressings that you find on the inner aisles. You want to get something that's yogurt based, that doesn't have all those types of oils, okay? Now, if you want to do the keto diet, okay, what I would suggest, don't even apply the intermittent fasting, even though I do that today and I teach that to my clients. You don't even have to do intermittent fasting. Just try eating those types of foods and then see how your body feels. What you're going to find is you're going to get full pretty quick. In fact, whenever I put my clients on a keto diet, I typically start them off very high in fat for the first 5 days. It's actually 85% fat instead of the standard 75%. And the reason why I do that is because a lot of people are coming from diets that are very processed and carb heavy. They still deal with hunger and they still deal with cravings. So the only way to get rid of those cravings and that hunger is we got to regulate those blood sugars. And the only way to do that is to eat foods that are very high in fat, okay? So I would recommend give the keto diet a try. And again, if you need more help, I'll go ahead and drop that link in the description of this video. It'll take you to another video. It'll kind of explain more in detail as how to the keto intermittent fasting can actually help you lose weight at a rapid pace, way faster than any of these weight loss drugs that you see on TV. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and always hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time, I'll see you then.